dialed in.
So grab your coffee and kickstart your day off right.
With Morning Buzz only on CBS Sports HQ.
Welcome into CBS Sports HQ. We're keeping our eyes on a lot of things this afternoon. I'm Chris Honorado. On the PGA Tour, Davis Thompson has taken a one-shot lead in his attempt to defend the title at the John Deere Classic. We also have breaking news now with more big-time college football commitments. Five-star safety Jireh Edwards announced today he's going to Alabama. There was a seismic move on Friday with the #1 offensive tackle Felix Ojo choosing Texas Tech. And now all eyes are on five-star defensive lineman Bryce Perry-Wright, the second-ranked D lineman by 247 Sports. Speaking of, we've got 247 Sports analyst Tom Loy with us now here on HQ and live on the 247 Sports YouTube channel ahead of this commitment with Bryce Perry-Wright, and the BPW balloons are ready to go. Tom, take it away.
Thank you so much. We are excited for today's huge announcement as Buford High School five-star defensive lineman Bryce Perry-Wright makes his college commitment. We are talking about a 6'2", 250-pounder who is ranked as the number 32 overall player in the class of 2026. He has offers from all over the country, 40-plus in total, but he's narrowed it down to four finalists. But before we get into that, Bryce, where are you at today? Who's with you alongside you on this massive, massive day for you today?
Today I'm with my brother, my mom, my dad.
Terrific, man. It's been a long process. You've got countless visits. You've racked up all the offers. It's been a long couple of years. How does it feel to finally be here on commitment day?
I think it's a blessing. It's definitely a dream come true. Definitely been a waiting moment for a long time. Just about that time to get ready for it.
Well, you've earned it. I mentioned you had the four finalists. Let's look at each one quickly. First up, Clemson. What do you like so much about the Tigers?
I love Clemson. Definitely family environment. You know, been there since a kid. You know, I was like one of my dream schools to go to.
Next up, Miami. What appeals so much about the Hurricanes?
I love Miami, you know, defense they got going on, and, you know, changing the program around Cristobal coming in and whatnot.
Your third finalist is Texas. What has the Longhorns in the mix?
You know, Coach Starks, you know, changing the program, getting all those players in, you know, development, you know, and good development around there.
And last but certainly not least, you got Texas A&M. What stands out about the Aggies?
You know, I feel like that's the new D-line university.
All right, Bryce, the moment is here. Please tell everybody where you'll be continuing your academic and athletic career.
So first off, I want to thank God for this moment. You know, it's a big dream, big time coming. I want to thank my family, friends, coaches, brothers, you know, my family's friends who all been around supporting me. You know, with that being said, I'll be taking my talents to University of Texas A&M.
All right, Bryce, I gotta know, how did the Aggies get this one done?
Like I said before, you know, D-line university, you know, Coach Echo being a defensive coach and defensive coordinator coach for a long time. So I think that defense, definitely a defensive school that I wanted to be a part of. You know, Coach Tony and the whole staff over there, I just loved it over there.
When you told Coach Elko and the staff, how did it all play out behind the scenes, and how did they react?
I kind of just recently told them everybody was happy. I think I made everybody's day over there, and they kind of made mine day too.
All right, Bryce, I know how big of a deal this is for, you know, we've seen you, we named you a Navy All-American as a junior. Our director of scouting, Andrew Ivins, has raved about you for well over a year now, but tell the Aggies fans what Texas A&M is getting in Bryce Perry-Wright.
think they're getting a lot. I think they're getting a dog, and I think they're going to get a special player here.
No, I couldn't agree more. Well, there you have it. Big pickup for the Aggies. We will be back shortly to break all of this back down. But for now, back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Tom, thank you. Bryce Perry-Wright, he lets his play on the field do the talking clearly. Look at the top D linemen in the class of 2026 here. BPW, you saw the balloons behind him. He's a 5-star commit now to Texas A&M, the 32nd ranked overall player, according to our crew at 247 Sports. When we come back here on CBS Sports HQ and the 247 Sports YouTube channel, full reaction with Tom Loy on what that commitment from Bryce Perry-Wright means for Texas A&M and the Aggies 2026 recruiting class.
Here we go. The 2025 CBS Sports NFL schedule is here. 18 glorious Sundays.
He's got his receiver touchdown.
Filled with rematches.
Oh, the play of the year.
And rivalries.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Plus, plenty of superstar showdowns. And an epic matchup between the Chiefs and Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Clear your Sundays beginning September 7th for the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Someone targeted our daughter.
What are we going to do about it? I've got an idea.
Let's go.
NCIS, Tony and Ziva streaming this fall on Paramount Plus.
One of the best movies of the year
Hit it.
is now streaming on Paramount Plus.
What are we dealing with here?
There's a hostage situation.
Get the crew in. It's gripping from beginning to end.
We can't make one mistake.
September 5, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
The most original musical ever is now streaming on Paramount Plus.
I'm just giving the people what they want.
Better Man absolutely sizzles from start to finish. Better Man now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is Chicago.
The street's always gonna have a villain.
To protect the city, we have to do something. Women, it's time to get to work.
The Shot, new season streaming May 16th, only on the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan.
These are the voyagers of the Patrick Starship Enterprise.
Where's the sponge?
We're dream.
Whether you like SpongeBob, Star Trek, or both, find your mountain on Paramount Plus.
Hi.
Novocaine?
Novocaine!
Novocaine is now streaming on Paramount Plus.
You're gonna love this.
Oh, you're strong!
It's wildly entertaining and an absolute blast.
I'm in.
Novocaine, rated R, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
I wasn't ready to die.
The wait is over.
I need to know what happened.
Discover the mystery everyone's been talking about. School Spirits, every episode of all seasons now streaming on Paramount Plus.
What's he like? The happy-faced killer?
You mean my dad? Be glad you never have to know.
You think that you're so much better than me. You're just like your old man.
I'm not like you at all.
Problem solved.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
Mobland, new series now streaming on Paramount Plus.
She knows, and I know she knows. And that goes a little something like this. Here we go. Little something, little tune to play, make a good time
Breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ. The big-time college commitments keep coming. Bryce Perry-Wright, the second-ranked defensive lineman in the class of 2026, just announced that he is going to Texas A&M. He's the 32nd ranked player in the entire class. And here you see some of those measurables: 6'2", 250. a five-star guy now ready to anchor some of that defensive line for head coach Mike Elko and the Aggies. 247 sports analyst Tom Loy just talked one-on-one with Bryce Perry-Wright about this commitment as it was announced live here on CBS Sports HQ and the 247 Sports YouTube channel. All right, Tom, what does this commitment from BPW do for Texas A&M's class?
This is a huge win. I mean, this is one of the top overall prospects in the country. Like I said before, Director of Scouting Andrew Ivins has raved about Bryce Perry-Wright for a while. We had him in San Antonio at the 2025 Navy All-American Bowl as a junior, and he looked like one of the top players in attendance. So really just a nice piece, a nice addition to what Mike Elko and his staff are bringing to College Station. When you pair him with Tristan Givens, a five-star edge rusher, Brandon Arrington, a five-star, he could be a safety, receiver. He's literally a do-it-all kind of guy. KJ Edwards, a top 100 running back. So all in all, I absolutely love this pickup for Texas A&M, and I really love this class as a whole.
Bryce might be, he's man-sized, still a kid in some worlds. Bryce might be a man of few words, Tom, but he certainly lets his play do the talking as we've shown some of his highlights here.
Yeah, there's just nothing this kid can't do, and he is that way all the way around. I mean, he is always been a man of few words, but he's been great to deal with. But on the field, I mean, this kid he's quick twitched. He's got this overall talent about his game where there's truly nothing he can't do. I mean, he can bull rush you, he can beat you off the edge, he can play all over the defensive line. He's just got this tremendous motor where he's just simply a guy that myself, our guys at 247 Sports, he's not a guy we want to bet against.
What else does Mike Elko want to get done for this 2026 class, Tom? What else in terms of boxes do you feel like the Aggies need to check?
Yeah, he's the third five-star in the class, but there could be more on the way. They are very much in play for five-star defensive lineman Lamar Brown, who's considering LSU and Miami as well. They're in play for one of my favorite prospects in the 2026 class, five-star safety Braylon Womack. They're a team surging. I think a lot of people have been talking about his dream school, Ohio State and Auburn. Please keep an eye on the Aggies. And then there's a couple more. Top 247 safety Tylen Wilson is very much considering Texas A&M, and he's got a decision date coming quickly. Top 247 tight end Evan Jacobson. And lastly, top 247 edge rusher Anthony Tank Jones. So we already know that Mike Elko is a defensive-minded head coach, and he's got some big pieces already landed along the defensive line and on defense, but there could be some more pieces on the way.
All right, as we show you now the top 10 in 2026 recruiting rankings. This has just been updated from 247 Sports, and Tom, Texas A&M now moves up to that 3 spot ahead of Alabama and Notre Dame at 4 and 5.
Yeah, this is a nice battle. I think when you mix in USC, Notre Dame, Alabama, Texas A&M, I'm very curious to see how everything plays out behind the scenes because there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces. You brought up Jireh Edwards committing to Alabama, and that's a big win for them. So there's just so much. I mean, again, we're talking, it is July 5th, and there's so much time before signing day in December. So there's going to be so much movement. But what you can pencil in is that the teams that we just talked about are firmly entrenched in that top 5, and at worst, we're talking bottom of the top 10. So really good job by all 4 schools that I've mentioned.
Yeah, they can play some defense down at College Station for sure. This commitment today will help Mike Elko and company. You just mentioned Jireh Edwards there, the safety from Maryland. Really nice get for head coach Kalen DeBoer and his D coordinator Kane Womack. Tom, how big of a deal is this for Bama?
It's a huge deal, and it's just another one of their 5 stars. I think they have 4 when you add in Xavier Griffin, Cedarian Morgan, Jordan Edmonds, and now Jireh Edwards. So really nice get. I know Director of Scouting Andrew Ivins compares him to Malachi Starks, who just recently left Georgia and off to the league. So this is a guy that can play all over the secondary, can do it all, could even play linebacker if he wants to. So really talented prospect that, in my opinion, and that of our team at 247 Sports, he is day 1 ready. So Alabama fans, get fired up about this kid because as soon as he arrives, not only does he look the part, but he plays the part. He will be an early contributor in Tuscaloosa.
Commitment season is here. No better place to follow it than with 247 Sports. Tom, thank you so much for the time this afternoon on CBS Sports HQ. That announcement from Bryce Perry-Wright coming live on the 247 Sports YouTube channel as well. Again, another look here at those recruiting rankings for the 2026 class. USC at the top, 1 5-star on board along with Georgia, but A&M and Alabama 2 and 4 respectively. Notre Dame rounding out the top 5.
Here we go. The 2025 CBS Sports NFL schedule is here. 18 glorious Sundays.
He's got his receiver, touchdown.
Filled with rematches.
Oh, the play of the year.
And rivalries.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Plus, plenty of